Jose Torres commented, "More questions. Do you know anything about the goat scream? Anything at all? Other than it being a viral video and used in Family Guy once, not much."
Sorry, guys. Somebody emailed me a video of a sheep screaming.
2. Have you ever heard of the meme, "Do you know the way?" Yeah, it's also called the Ugandan Knuckles meme.
Do you know the way?
3. Why aren't you doing a live stream on YouTube or creating a Discord server? I can't really do a live stream because the Wi-Fi is a bit sketchy where I live. It tends to cut out occasionally, which would make a live stream pretty much unwatchable. Not to mention I don't really know what I'd do on a stream. I don't feel like making a Discord server because then I'd have to maintain 2 social media platforms at the same time. 4. What cultural references were used in the music siren conundrum? I guess you can call the text at the beginning a reference to South Park, more specifically the disclaimer before the intro to each episode. And the intro to the movie can be considered a reference to anime, though that intro is made by one of my fans. I'll link it in the description. Oh, and the movie references Doki Doki Literature Club by including the Dokis in siren form. And lastly, it references Pokemon in this scene. Jose Torres commented, "Please don't miss this for 44k subs. Note, this is a long list of questions. 1. Heard of the Model Q siren? If you have, add it as a TSM character. Yeah, it's a fire truck siren, and I'm not adding it as a character. 2. At 2:14, why was the CPU on your old HP computer fried? Because P50 fried it. Though in reality, it was just an effect I did with a thin wire over the 120 volt lines. That laptop still worked in the end. 3. In TSM, where'd you get the eating and drinking sounds from? Oh, and also the gulping sounds. The eating and drinking sounds are just me going blah, 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 into the mic, though the eating sound is that with a reverse version of it overlaid on top of the forwards one. 4. In your 39k subs video, right before the alarm system goes off, what was that thing you were slipping? A Downy Unstoppables? Yeah, it was an empty bottle of Downy Unstoppables. 5. Why didn't you take your Mini SD10, Mini P10, Mini 2001, and Mini Bosai Musen to SirenCon 2024? I didn't have enough room for all that junk in the minivan, and I also didn't have enough room under the awning to display more than 3 mini sirens under. 6. What's the decibel rating for your Screecher siren? We never saw it. According to my phone, it's 78 decibels at 10 feet indoors, but when I used an actual dB meter, it came in at around 130 decibels. That actually made a lot more sense as the Screecher was just way too loud to be only 78 dBs. 7. Why are your Blitz and Screecher sirens loud and would burn out if run for more than seconds? They're loud because their choppers are way bigger than the choppers in my other mini sirens, and they spin a lot faster too. And they burn out if run for too long, as the load the choppers put on the motors I use is monstrous compared to the tiny aluminum impellers that they replaced. 8. Any of your videos marked as made for kids? Only one, and it's the sirens portrayed by SpongeBob video. 9. Why didn't you censor your real name in your broken solar panel versus P50 video? Because I didn't even notice it until long after I uploaded the video. 10. What childhood memories does your eMachines computer have? Kid Pics Deluxe? Also, what year did you get the eMachines computer? It holds more than just games I play as a kid. It also has all the pictures taken of me when I was little. And I believe my family got that dinosaur sometime in the early 2000s. 11. What cartoons did you watch when you were a little kid? Mostly SpongeBob and various shows from PBS Kids. 12. Why don't you always begin typing sentences being with capital letters? Many people do that, even me. It's social media. Grammar isn't mandatory here. As long as it's understandable, who cares if it's capitalized? 13. Do you know the Wilhelm scream? I know you've used that sound effect in the Tornado Siren Madness episode Summer Fun and the Random Siren Shorts 18. I don't know, I just remember it from several movies and YouTube videos. 14. When we'll do Random Siren Shorts videos. Also nice drawing at 030. It's so cool with the TSM characters. I don't know when I'll make the Random Siren Shorts 20. 15. React to this video. I bet you'll like it. P.S. This gets stuck to my head every time and it's a video that I made. Alright, sorry no face cam this time, I just can't get it to work. Is that the St. Paul Thunderbolt, I think? I think I've seen a lot of these Sparta remakes with tornado sirens. Omega the Thunderboltsness. Jose Torres commented, 216, where's that whoop sound effect from? That was from the undo button of KidPix 4. It can also make several different sounds when clicked. For example,
Who don't want it?
and also,
My bad.
and who could forget,
Now wait a minute.
and everyone's favorite.
Oh, shit!
Okay, that last one was fake. This is the real sound.
I made a boo-boo, yeah.
Hi, I'm P50 and I am a toxic waste barrel that is always making a fool out of myself trying to screw Indo-Chan.
Jose Torres commented, do you know why P50 fried your old HP laptop CPU? He's P50, he'll fry whoever's laptop he wants. Also, I kinda pissed him off with that post I made for his birthday last year. But don't worry, my new laptop has a better antivirus than my last one. I just hope it's P50 proof. Jose Torres commented, a question for 45k/46k subs. BSP, why is your Sirens portrayed by SpongeBob video marked as made for kids? Isn't it because that video contains SpongeBob stuff for kids? But Tornado Sirens and TSM stuff not made for kids. Also, what are you going to do about that video, BSP? Are you going to re-upload it or what? YouTube marked as made for kids themselves, so I can't change the setting for that one. And I don't see the point of re-uploading it, as it's still watchable, you just can't comment on it. Also, if it's blocked in your territory, it's because of copyright, not the made for kids setting. Jose Torres commented, questions for 45k or 46k videos. Do you know the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade? I watch that parade every Thanksgiving. The first thing that comes to mind are those clips I've seen of balloons being murdered. 2. In the Love Triangle Part 3, who is that black siren with DSA-like bullhorn speakers with the HAM logo on his control box ripping off the butterfly's wings for his soul, referencing the HIM Wings of a Butterfly TSM music video? That was supposed to be Vil Vallo's TSM character. Vil Vallo is the lead singer of HIM, and he's Finnish, so it makes sense to make his TSM character a Finnish siren. 3. Could you draw/add a Cooper Waves HPSA siren in TSM? You mean the Horman ripoff? Not really sure what I'd do with that. 4. In the Bad Siren Outrage, why was there a voice glitch when CSA was talking about Simon San? There's a rare glitch with Voki, the source of CS8's voice, and indeed Carter, Blockhead, and most, if not all, of the random Siren Shorts voices. 5. When you get the Westmount Thunderbolt, will you do a volume battle of it with your Blitz and Screecher homemade sirens? A Thunderbolt would completely torch the Blitz and Screecher, so I wouldn't need to do a volume battle with that. Hell, I bet even a Model 2 could drown out the Blitz and Screecher. Jose Torres commented, I've got a few questions for your 48k Q&A video. 1. Do you still have the red and blue warnings? Nah, my channel just has a bit of a warning in its About tab now. 2. At 1:45, why did you decide to put a Cooper Waves HPSA siren with a voice message saying exercise 3 times? Why not? The sound is from this video, by the way.
Exercise, exercise, exercise.
3. In your SirenCon 2024 video, when we see the Mobile/GP Directo's photo before it gets tested, was that Skibidi Toilet popped out of the horn? Also, have you heard of/watched Skibidi Toilet before? Yes, that was the Skibidi Toilet dude coming out of the Mobile Directo. And yes, I have seen the show before, and I also seen it evolve from just a silly video to a full-on epic battle royale. Humans with gadgets for heads versus giant robots versus giant toilets versus giant robotic toilets and so on. Holy shit, this show went nuts. 4. Does Blockhead look like Doodlebob from SpongeBob? 'Cause he looks like him. There definitely is a resemblance. They are not the same character though, so don't get them mixed up, like Brian and Snoopy. 5. In the TSM episode, The Hot Day at the Water Park, what was that sound effect used when 2001 takes photos of 2810 and the 2 Century Sirens? That was the camera click sound of Nintendo 3DS camera. Junior the Logos Intel Trucks and TSM Fan 2011 commented, here are the Q&A questions for 53k since you missed them in the last one. 1. What city and state is TSM World in? That depends on the script. The show is really heavily script driven by the fans. 2. For the 10th anniversaries of your channel and TSM, you should really change the intros to them to match and fit the new animation style. Wouldn't that be cool and awesome? Maybe you could have some new music themes to them. Oh, and you should also make a TSM episode of the show's 10th anniversary birthday after there's a script of it. Hopefully P50 and his henchmen won't ruin the party since every single TSM character will be there. Even the cops and the characters haven't appeared in a long time in the show. I do have an idea for a 10th anniversary special. It's several of the original TSM episodes from the early days reanimated in the modern style. 3. How'd you put the TSM eyes on your mini sirens for the New Year's? Did you simply just superglue them? Also, could you draw your mini 2001, mini Syrodrome, mini Beside Sin 2, you know, the one with the big sexy horns, not the big ugly horns, and mini Hurricane to TSM? I put the eyes on there with poster putty, or sticky tack, whatever you want to call it. The same stuff I used to put the Hodag horns on the mini Greendale Hurricane for SirenCon this year. And I guess I could draw those sirens. Four, not really a question, but I was wondering if you could send me the TSM character sheets like you did to JJP and quite a few others, so I can see all the characters and props of the show. Do you have an email or something I could send it to? 5, could you draw a Sterling Little Giant and an Eric Fire Siren to TSM?
Toilet! Take that nasty shit! In the toilet!
6, have you ever heard of the evil monkey from Family Guy? Yes, as I watched a ton of Family Guy back in the day. 7, not really a question also, but I was wondering if I-Force and Clarity could date since Clarity's now female and there's a picture of the both of them. That could be cute. Maybe. Not a guarantee though. 8, are any of your videos copyrighted? If you want to use any of my videos in your videos, just give me credit for whatever you used. 9. How do you do the front-facing sirens in TSM? I just draw a new sprite of the original character, but how I'd imagine it look facing forward. 10. At 106 of your 51K video, when we see you doing a time-lapse of giving the ASC Clarity TSM sprite some hair to make it female, where'd you get the music from? That was from an Asta movie intro of some sort, but I don't think it was from any of the official episodes, like it might have been from deleted scenes or fan animations. 11. What kind of Sterling siren is Pearl Sterling based on? A Sterling K5. 12. In the TSM multi-parter episode, The London Trip Part 5, why was Gents going off when everyone sees that Thunderbolt disguising as a prototype Thunderbolt was really him the whole time? Also, who is the random siren that put a bomb on Thunderbolt's blower, which he later uses to drop it before it explodes and kills him and destroy Castle Castings in GP3 in the process? He was just sounding to alert the authorities that he found the perp, and then when he planted the bomb on Thunderbolt was a Gents siren. 13. In your TSM character sprite sheet, who's that siren character in between Stormwatcher and NEC, the latter whom we haven't seen since he got killed by your old laptop CPU cooling fan? That is an unused character called Trumpeter, sort of another version of the KTG-9, though the Trumpeter isn't a real siren. 14. At the end of your Sound Machine recordings making video, at the bonus part, what was that game you were playing where the pop and bang sounds of TSM came from? That's a space shooter game that came on my Mac Classic 2 called Lunatic Fringe. Anyways, that's all the questions I have for the 53K Q&A, so 54K subs, here we come. Junior the Logos Intel Trucks and TSM Fan 2011 commented, Oh 20, who the heck is that 2001 siren character? That's a TSM Sona, the angry video game nerd.